Hi my friends, and welcome to my channel. My name is Heather and I like to teach furniture makeovers with techniques and tips along the way. So if that's something that you're interested in or just like to watch, go ahead and click that subscribe button. So in today's video I have a really cool technique I'd like to share with you. So let's go ahead and get started. For this technique we'll need a couple of blues. So I'm grabbing a medium blue and a darker blue. We'll need a white, so either like a pure white or an off-white will work. A few rags, you're gonna need those. And then a couple of paintbrushes and we're all set. So if we take a pair of denim jeans, and you can look to see that the kind of the cross hatching that goes in and just the overall appearance and style of it. So we're going to replicate that on a piece of furniture. Today's tool is going to be this. So it's a really stiff brush. So you just want something that's really stiff so it'll create that look. So a couple of common questions that are normally asked when doing kind of specialty techniques like this. Some people might want to take it and run with it with other colors. So can you still do that? Will it still look the same? I will actually be having a list of color recommendations for this technique at the end of the video. Also different tools. Sometimes the same tool might not be available in every area that you're living in, so I will be giving you a list of recommendations as well. So stick around to the end of the video so you can hear all that. So let's jump right in to the denim look. This has already been sanded and primed just for the sake of a technique video. So I will go ahead and we're going to start with our lightest color. I'm going to go ahead and lay down one coat of this. We're going to wait until it's fully dry. So since this is kind of white on white, you can't really see it too much in the video. You're just going to have to take my word for it. It's going to be painted. But if you're used to spraying your pieces or maybe using a roller, this is the time where you'd want to hand paint your piece, just because we're going for that textured brush look. So that's something to keep in mind. All right, my friends, I will finish up on the white here, and then we will meet back when it's all dry. It is getting so hot here in Georgia. Being in the garage, it's toasty. So we're gonna lay on some color now. Woohoo! We'll be working in sections. We have our paint, paintbrush, and our tool. And you probably want a rag. So you don't want to stop in the middle. You just want to go from one end to the other, straight all the way down. And you're not going to have too much force with it. It's just going to be really light. And then I like to wipe it off a little bit. I feel like it gets kind of gunky. And I'm not pressing too hard, okay? Then we're going to go the other direction. You see the cross hatching here? So that's kind of what we're creating here. As this dries, it's going to get darker. We're going to go in and add that darker blue, so it's going to even out a little bit. So let's go ahead and finish up a little bit on this side, and I'll show you how to do a drawer. This is drying at different rates, and so it's looking kind of patchy, which is the denim look, but also we have these lines that are pretty noticeable. So what I'm going to do is wait for it to dry and just kind of like smooth it out a little bit, and then go back and blend it in with the brush, and it'll even out perfectly. So let's go ahead and do that drawer, and I'll show you how to do those smaller detailed areas with that chip brush. So when doing drawer fronts with techniques, you just want to, I find it helpful to keep the drawers in so it's all cohesive. And then after you're all done with your look, then you can pull the drawers out and kind of do any touch-ups. Because we're not using water with this technique, it's just the paint and the brush, we don't really have to worry about excessive drips. So it makes it really easy for that brush to go around those edges like that. And also, you're gonna have some working time, so feel free to play with it to get that right denim look that you're looking for. And just when it's feeling a little too dry, go ahead and stop. So that's all you have to watch out for. After we do all the big stuff, it's all just this little stuff. If you don't have chip brushes in your area, or if you just don't have them on you at the time, you want something stipply, you want something that can get into small spaces. That's it. I'm applying the same pressure as I would with that big brush and going in the same motions. So up and down and to the side, and making it as cohesive as possible. So I wanted to show you this drawer because I'm using the big brush as well as the little chip brush, and I want to show you how cohesive it can be together. So everything's looking very much like denim. The texture is turning out really great. So now we're going to go in and do detail work. I wanted to keep it the same blue, just a little darker, so I'm just taking a little bit of the blue I'm working with and mixing it with some black. Now that we have our paint all mixed up, we're going to need some brushes. You want something natural and somewhat thin. What we're going to be doing for our blend is this part. So we're just adding in that shadow. We'll be doing a dry blend, so it's not necessarily a dry brushing, but we're blending without water. So I'm using this brush and I'm taking tiny bits of paint at a time, and then I'm working it in like I would be blending. So I'm taking that tiny bit of paint there and I'm going around all the edges, and I'm doing my brush in different motions. So up and down around the corners and blending it right into that denim. So you can go ahead and take it from here and leave it as is, or put your own spin on it. As promised, I have my color suggestions along with the tools. One thing to note with this technique with the white and blue tones is that is called the denim technique. So when you're labeling it or talking about it to friends, you would refer to that as denim. When you take it and run with it with the other colors, it now becomes cross-hatching. So with that in mind, I did a red undertone with a blue on top. Now this would be a contrasting color. So if we just take a quick look at a color wheel, we see warm colors and cool colors. Now when you cross them together, they make new colors. So red plus blue equals purple. In some areas in light, this kind of has a purple tone. So I would say it's a bit risky doing color combinations like that. This middle one here has white undertones with the color coffee bean on top. Neutrals look really good together. So just keep it in mind to do the lighter on the bottom and the darker on the top. And colors in the same color family with that same principle, with lighter on the bottom and darker on the top. So when testing out tools, try to keep in mind like a common tool that might be available everywhere. I have a little handy broom. I use the broom on this. So you can see that it's a bit patchy. So therefore I would not recommend the broom. I use this little scrubby on this one, and it achieved a very similar look, so I would definitely use this. I used another scrubby. I did not use it face down, but I did it on its side. And I used it on this one. And again, it achieved the exact same look. Looking at these tools and then the one that we used for the denim, what they all have in common is they're all short and they're all pretty stiff. So there we go. So friends, I hope that you enjoyed this video and learning how to do this technique, and also, you know, taking it and running with it with other colors with the cross hatching. This was a requested video from one of my longtime subscribers. So if there's something that you would like to see and learn more in depth and you're subscribed to my channel, feel free to reach out to me and I'll put it on my list. There are a few more things that I have in store that I think everybody's going to enjoy, so look forward to that. And again, if you are a fan of furniture makeovers and learning techniques and tips along the way, click that subscribe button and also ring the notification bell. That's gonna let you know when I upload new videos. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. That good old algorithm, loving those lately, and it's really gonna help boost my video and get it out there. And with that said, friends, it was a pleasure doing this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys. Ready for treats? Okay.